This is the site of one of the most iconic plays in baseball history. Mookie Wilson chops the ball to the first base side, and it rolls right under the glove of Bill Buckner, bringing home the winning run and forcing a Game 7. The Red Sox would lose that Game 7 and continue the curse of the Bambino. Bill Buckner was ridiculed and hated by Red Sox fans until they finally broke the curse in 2004. But was it really Buckner's fault? To answer the question simply, not at all. Buckner receives a very unfair amount of ridicule. If you wanted to blame the 1986 World Series loss on a single person, it would be Calvin Schiraldi. Here's the chain of events in the 10th inning that led to Buckner's error. Wally Backman and Keith Hernandez fly out to begin the inning. The Red Sox are up 2 runs and an out away from winning the World Series. Then, the collapse starts. Gary Carter singles on 4 pitches. Kevin Mitchell pinch hits and singles on 2 pitches. Ray Knight singles on 3 pitches, scoring Carter and advancing Mitchell to third. Now it's a 1-run game with runners at the corners. It's at this point when Red Sox manager John McNamara takes Schiraldi out of the game and brings in Bob Stanley. And coming up to the plate was Mookie Wilson, and the iconic at-bat ensues. On the 7th pitch of the at-bat, Bob Stanley throws a wild pitch, bringing home Mitchell with the tying run and advancing Knight to second. Notice how the Red Sox have already blown the game, but I haven't mentioned Bill Buckner's name yet.
Run is at second base with 2 out, 3-2 to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first, behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Even if Buckner makes this play, the game doesn't end and goes to the 11th inning. But let's say Buckner fields the ball cleanly. Many believe he still wouldn't have made the play even if he fielded the ball. He was flat-footed, several feet behind the base, Stanley wasn't there to cover the bag, and Wilson, who comes out of the left-handed batter's box with a head start and was one of the fastest players in the league, was speeding down the line. So many don't think he would have even made the play. The Red Sox won 7 games that October. McNamara had replaced Buckner for a defensive replacement in later innings because Buckner had an injured ankle. The replacement was often Dave Stapleton, a utility man on defense who could play lots of positions. Many say that McNamara got his feelings in the way and wanted his veteran to be out on the field when the team clinched the World Series. But this is something we'll never know for sure. So why does Bill Buckner get all the hate and the blame? Because it was the most obvious error of a collapse. And so that was what people blamed. It's the same reason why Steve Bartman is blamed for the Cubs losing to the Marlins in 2003. And when you couple Buckner's error with a decades-long curse continuing, it's a bad recipe for Buckner. He was a former MVP candidate, an all-star, a former batting average leader, and played 22 major league seasons. And his entire career is overshadowed by an error that is unrightfully pinned as the reason an entire team lost the World Series.